To break it to you, I think that we've just got a very, very selfish culture of women. And to any women out there that say I have internalized misogyny or anything like that, that would require that I have a problem with women worldwide. I do not have a problem with women worldwide. I have a problem with Western women. And if you think that I'm just like making this up out of nowhere, reflect on the fact that there are Western men that are flying out east to find wives. Are Eastern men coming out west to find wives? No. Where in the world are men flying out in droves to marry American women? Nobody wants us. Why? We're big, we're selfish. We don't want to hear anything. You can't tell me to eat less. You can't tell me to change my life. You can't tell me it's not about me. To break it to you, I think that we've just got a very, very selfish culture of women. And to any women out there that say I have internalized misogyny or anything like that, that would require that I have a problem with women worldwide. I do not have a problem with women worldwide. I have a problem with Western women. And if you think that I'm just like making this up out of nowhere, reflect on the fact that there are Western men that are flying out east to find wives. Are Eastern men coming out west to find wives? No. Where in the world are men flying out in droves to marry American women? Nobody wants us. Why? We're big, we're selfish. We don't want to hear anything. You can't tell me to eat less. You can't tell me to change my life. You can't tell me it's not about me. To break it to you, I think that.
Hey, Shalom. Call halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachak Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Akim pushing his word and truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp. I wanted to go into a quick lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying to the elect of Israel. And just wanted to go into this lesson here. You had this lady at Real Films, Film Sapien, and she was just giving valid points on the westernized women here and the Western ways, that the Western mindset of these women. This is something that when you don't look outside the spectrum of the Western ways and look at other cultures or other ways and that these other nations carry themselves, you wouldn't get a proper understanding. And ultimately, you had to really get a true understanding of the how to carry yourself. And I'm speaking as women. Hey, it's you really need a man of the Lord to help get that understanding. And like I said, you can still walk a certain way without a man of the Lord, but this is in these times to come. Having a man of the Lord is really will be very beneficial to deliverance, getting out of Jacob's trouble, deliverance out of this destruction that's coming upon Babylon the Great. But just looking at some of the comments as she was speaking, yeah, like this one here says, the Latino who has lived in several countries and now have been living in the USA for 6 years, I can say that this girl is telling 100% truth. I can also say that this is one of the countries where it has been more difficult for me to find a stable partner. I now understand why so many American men are traveling to other countries. I will do the same as soon as I can. Well, one of the things is who we've been raised by. I was fortunate to be raised on a two-parent home, but you see these days a lot. A lot of Jake is you so-called black Latino Native American. Well, I could say so-called blacks. Because you have the Northern Kingdom, they are still family oriented, but especially the tribe of Judah, no. You see time and time again, the mother is being raised by, the son is being raised, or the kids are being raised by the mother. And a lot of them, they despise their father. And then when they see their sons look like their father, they actually have a disdain, or they despise them just because they look or act or, just have their father persona. But this is the ways of the Western world. And Eve had taken on this mindset that they're proud because Esau gave them that power to rule over their man. They control the kids. They control that, through Esau's laws and policies. Yeah, you need to pay me for just keeping your kids. You can't see your kids. I was watching a video where a man, he would basically raising the son, trying to tell him what to do, discipline him, and he got mad and called his mama, and he had to go drop him back off. And she talking about, I'll raise him. I'll raise him. I'll raise him to be a man. He was like, you can't do that. He was like, you raising them soft. And that's what we see. That's why these niggas, these little kids, or these young men now are growing all emotional. All right, all soft. Every time any little thing hurts them emotionally. A man don't supposed to be that emotional. Man is supposed to know how to control his emotions. But it's come to a day like that we always refer back to Isaiah 4. That it's gonna be a day where these women, gonna be brought down. They're gonna have to. They're gonna be looking for a man, in particular, looking for a man of the Lord. All right. This is Sirach 26 and verse 1. It says, "Blessed is the man that has a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled." And we see here in Babylon, bro, you ain't got no virtuous wife. These wicked women to keep living on and on and on. Like Eartha Kitt, all these damn wicked ass women. Men don't live too long like that. Through the stress that they got to get on the outside of the household, then come home, you got to deal with the stress on the inside, dealing with the woman, thinking she over you. Brothers were talking about last night at camp. You had these women that get on Section 8, the man be in the house, but he can't keep all his stuff there. He got to sometimes leave because they be checking. They tell these women, if you want to keep this Section 8, you want to keep this, you got to keep this man out this house. Do that sound like that's a right thing to do? But a woman would take that. A lot of these nigga women will take that. You think a man can live comfortable knowing he got to get up and run out at any time just because he can't be known that he living there? What kind of shit is that? Like say a virtuous woman, all right, will double for the number of his days shall be doubled with a virtuous woman. Verse 2, it says, the virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fill the years of his life in peace. A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. All right? That's why we go and saying, if you in these times, if you don't have a man of the Lord, hey, women, no matter, hey, that's the true covering right there, being with the man of the Lord, men that fear the Lord. All right? Have that faith. It's not going to be how much money he got. It's not going to be by how big his house is. It's not going to be all these different worldly statures. It's going to be if he had that faith in the Lord and he had that belief and he's carried himself a certain way. All right. He carried himself in that fear of the Lord. These are the top men, all right, of the earth. But they're flying under the radar right now. All right. Verse 4 says, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. You see that? I'm going to jump down here. It says, I'm going to jump to verse 6. It says, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue with communication withal. All right. And the thing about the Western world, they only say you can have it just that one woman. You see in the like I say in these other nations, they'll have another woman, and shoot, you have one. I've watched video where they'll accept the other woman, You know, this is my best friend, you know, and they up there rejoicing. But see, the God's people, right? The ones who under the covenant, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Then you had the 12 branches, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, head tribe being Judah, that has broken away from that because of the Western ways, Esau's ways of conducting the family household. You had this one woman. Don't you think things would flow better if you had let's just say two wives? And like I say now, due to our substance, bro, you can't, you gotta be able to take care of two or three wives or something. But like I say, now we've been, oppressed. But just, just saying, just speaking, if you had two wives and if you could take care of them, you had multiple, like I said, you had an abundance enough to take care of your two wives and your children, don't you think things would flow better, right? More help with the kids, more help with the household, all these things that could come together. Our forefathers, right? Look at Isaac. Look at King David. You know what I'm saying? Look at these men had multiple wives, and like I said, it's not just because you just want to get off and just get a wife. No, sometimes, like I said, this is to help growth. All right, the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." With one woman, you can only multiply one time a year. A man can multiply. What does it say? If I'm not mistaken, you can look it up. 30 men can multiply. Can basically populate the whole planet or get the whole planet pregnant of women. A woman can't do that. So that's why it is different standards for a man and a woman. But now these women out here thinking they can be like a man, sleep who they want, do they want. No, you carrying the vibration of that man with you. That's why these women acting all crazy and dumb in the head. All right. It says, and an evil woman is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that hath hold of her is though he has held a scorpion. And a scorpion stings you and it kills you. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and shall with not cover her own shame. Don't this sound like the West? These women, when you go out and look, they walking around half naked, you know what I'm saying, proud. This is a shameless woman that's walking upon uh, Babylon, right? Yeah.
So in a few seconds, you realize why a lot of women are single. So when you look at yourself, what would you say you need to improve when you're dealing with the opposite gender?
Nothing. Yeah, I don't think there's any flaws. I don't really have any flaws. What I need to improve?
Yes.
Probably his timing.
Your timing or his timing?
His timing.
No, it's about you though.
Oh,
you need to.
need to
Yeah, what do you need to improve?
I don't know.
You see how she jumped straight to you? So in a few seconds, you realize why a lot of women are single. So when you look at yourself, what would you say you need to improve when you're dealing with the opposite gender?
Nothing. Yeah, I don't think there's any flaws. I don't really have any flaws. What I need to improve?
Yes.
Probably his timing.
See, you have a woman, these proud ass women. What do you need to improve? You had the two nigga women. I don't want to see anything I need to improve. Could you ask a woman, like, say, what do you rate yourself? 10 in the looks or in the way she acts? She's gonna say 10. 11, 12, she'll go above. If you say 1 through 10, she'll go above that. This is the modern way of women think here in Babylon. All right, this is the Western way of women thinking, especially like say the nigger woman. Oh, this, and they live outside of reality. But the Lord is going to give them a reality check when these things, when the Jake's trouble start hitting. Like I say, these jobs are basically um, starting to let go of more and more people. It's going to be more, because they rely on look at the jobs they got. These men, they got to make $200,000 a year, and all this BS. But what are your standards? That was Kevin Samuels used to say. Now you looking for, and it was all these men that to have be 6'2", 6'3", have $200,000 dollar job, drive a Ferrari, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, what are you going? You coming in as what? A woman that's probably overweight, you know what I'm saying? Having different problems, you know, multiple kids, but yet you want him to be the man of your dreams, perfect. It was this guy. What is he? He's an actor, and he was like, he asked the women when he was on stage, what were they looking for in a man, and they gave him all that 200,000, um, um, good job, nice house, big. And he was like, all right, now take that, and you become you become that. And he was like, and then see if you can find a man that way. So that's the thing. These women don't look for, and it ain't that many men that makes $200,000 a year, $1 million. That's a very small group, but the majority of the women, that's what they're looking for. They don't live in reality. Like he asked her, what does she do to improve herself? He started trying to name what can he improve, bro. Telling you, the time of these women are almost up, bro. The time of these women are almost up. I'm gonna get one more here. This is Isaiah 3 and verse 12. It says, "As for my people," and who is the Lord's people? That's the nation of Israel, so-called Black, Latinos, Native Americans. It says, "Children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which led thee caused thee to err, and destroyed the way of thy path." All right, and one of the ways of our path is basically our path being destroyed because the household is being destroyed. When you read 1 Corinthians 11, around the third verse, it go into the order of the house. It says the head of the house is the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, then the man, all right, then the woman, then the children. Now the head of the household is Esau, the so-called white man, then the nigger woman, then the children. The man is gone. The spirit of the Lord is gone. You see what I'm saying? All right. It says, now I'm gonna jump down here. It says verse 16, it says, "Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and wanton eyes, walking and missing as they go." All right, Sluggy, it says, "and making a tinkling with their feet." I mean, they're walking, like you say, what it say on the NLT, it say tinkling her ankle bracelet. And they have that. They be walking. I'm going to read the NLT. "The Lord says, Beautiful Zion is haughty, craning her elegant neck, flirting with her eyes, walking with dainty steps, tinkling her ankle bracelet." And you can see, when we be on the highways and byways, women be walking by just staring, or they be maybe the ones stopping trying to talk. So I got a question. No, keep your hey, and these men have become soft and simps, bro. And like I said, when you it's a saying where you don't supposed to like a woman like that. You supposed to have the woman that you want. You want the woman that likes you, because you'll give in to certain things, you know. And I want to get this word hottie. All right, it says the word haughty is gabah. It says to be high, be exalted, to be high, lofty, tall, to be exalted, to be lofty. All right, to be haughty and arrogant. And through all these ways, Esau has put his ways in for the women to accept and to kick the man out, and so they can be exalted above the man. And that is not the way of the Lord. That's why a lot of confusion comes about, you know. But these things are going to be brought low, like like I say, the haughty daughters of Zion will be brought low. That's what's going to happen here, and that's what's you know what I'm saying. That's what's going to be brought. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yahweh in pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.